Alright, I'm back, and it seems that Dr. Glenn Pierce doesn't want us to learn about his whole right his whole deal in this one facility in wait, how is it called? I was almost remembering the name of the company he created, right? He founded. It's Omni Sculpt or something. I believe that's it. He doesn't want us to dig into his own business, right? But joking aside, it was thanks to a power outage that I got disconnected. Is everything okay, by the way? I'm not sure. Hopefully it is, because I had to come back super fast. And thankfully, after a couple of disconnections or power outages I was having in a row, it seems to have stabilized. And then I went to the window to look outside, and yeah, in fact, it's raining, which was expected because the day in here was, for most part, all cold and cloudy, but the rain was not happening. So it seems to happen right now during the night. Although it's funny how I don't hear it. When I'm streaming, I hardly can hear what's happening outside of my house, right? So that was kind of unfortunate, especially because I was here with Nubble and Meowser trying to crack what was written on that one paper from his, right? Nubble was actually able to get the remaining words, so I'm going to go back. Oh yeah, there is a gray bar on top of the screen, but it's going to fade as soon as I do this, right? There we go. Yeah, I have noticed that before, but it was just because of that first crazy screen of the game, right? Once I go back to the menu of it, the original menu of it, then it doesn't show it anymore. But yeah, Nubble was able to get the remaining parts of the message I couldn't get because it was so hard to read it. So I'm going to go back on the chatting here a little bit. Thank goodness now Twitch has this one log, right, of messages, because otherwise I would have missed that out. So Nubble got the words I couldn't get that were will astound and amaze you, and then found within this dimension. And then the words that I couldn't remember either for like how to call that one paper, it was pamphlet, right? And I was thinking on folder for some reason. Yeah, it was a pamphlet. Yeah, it was supposed to be there just for that screen. Now it's all good. It made you think it was a design choice. Yeah, it was a design choice. Who knows why, right? But yeah, we had that crash, but at the same time, thank goodness, it didn't take that long for me to set everything back, and also that the outages seem to have stopped. But be warned or be advised that in case it disappear again, it's probably because of that. And then in case it happens once again, I will need to see what I'm doing, because I don't think it is that worth be streaming it, because it's also putting to risk all of my electronics, right? All of my items in here. Thankfully, everything is working okay, but in case it happens again, maybe I will consider not returning, but we'll see. It depends also if it takes like a lot of time to happen again. But if it happens again very shortly, then it sounds bad. But let's hope it doesn't, and let's then continue in the game. And thank goodness this game has autosave, right? So I don't think we haven't lost a lot of progress. But in case we have, we can fastly get back to where we were thanks to now knowing how to get there, right? So let's see, where did it save? But it's kind of like a bummer because I was so focused on everything that was going on, and now that it happened, it kind of made me feel even a little bit lost, you know? Uh, because I had to rush in here to set everything up. I had to try to send a message to you all to know that it was an outage that happened. They haven't happened in forever, by the way. Oh, they reset this day, you see? That's fine. Now, at least, Nubble can see what I was able to find on this day. Like I was saying earlier, it is the 7 a.m. day, So let's go through this once again. Oh, never mind, it's just the relaxation room. So actually, I didn't have much to show, and we didn't miss anything, right? Because this was where I started when Nubble showed up. Yeah, if it happens again, I would suggest just turning the PC off and waiting until another day to stream, right? Because it's not only one PC. Remember that I have the second PC here too. I have a lamp behind me to give me brightness on the webcam. I have the mic. I have all of the parts in here, the keyboard, the mouse. They all kind of have their own, I don't know, way to work or to operate. For example, once the power returns, the uh, RGB lights of the keyboard and the mouse, they turn on automatically, right? And then I have a fan next to me, and then there are the lights on the shelf as well that turn on when the light comes back. Anyway, it is a lot of tiny little thing, uh, or a lot of tiny little things going on here that it makes me worried in case the outage goes so strong and so crazy that it could be corrupting or burning, I don't know, some of my electronics or destroying some of my electronics. But so far it was okayish. And also thank goodness this PC, especially the new PC, it has some sort of protection against this type of situation. It has a line filter, and also the power supply has some sort of protection too. I just can't remember like the level of protection, but it is not a very bad one. But still, it's never good to risk it, right? So outages can be very annoying. And I said that it's been forever since I last had that happening on stream, and I say it not just because it's been like more than a year that I wasn't streaming. When I was streaming the previous games like Bug Fables, Golden Sun, Roller Coaster Tycoon, and Sable, and all of those, I recently have returned to the YouTube videos of those, and also have been organizing their information on my sheet so I could like get the amount of time I have played those games and add that trivia to that one extension, right? The rank one that I have been updating little by little. So I have seen like that I haven't had uh, more than one part for the same day on my streams in a long time. And for 90% of times that I need to have more than one part of a stream is due to power outage. Sometimes it is because of a Twitch server that uh, disconnected as well, but that hasn't happened even in more time than power outages, right? It's been even way back than power outages. So yeah, it was like many streams of mine in one single part for like most of time in like this whole period, right? Until today. So yeah, it's been forever since this has happened that I had to divide a stream into two parts. But it's fine, right? It's okay. Today was looking like a day that it would be raining, and I was just not ready for it to cause an outage, but sure. Do you have the power plugged into a surge protector strip? Is that how you call it? It's like a... I was referring to it as like a line filter, right? Because it kind of has like many inputs in line, and then it filters the electricity that goes to each one of them, right? So it has that protection. And also the power supply itself, it has some protection in there too, right? No, not just the wall, it is in a line filter, or maybe the correct name is surge protector strip. That sounds right for what it is, yes. The strips are just another added layer of security along with you giving more plugin slots. Yeah, it does have some protection in there. It's not just... I know what you mean. The one that I have here on my bed next to me, I don't know if you can see it. Give me a second. Yeah, you can see it right there. That right there gives me more plugs, but it's not a protection, right? It doesn't protect anything. That one doesn't have the surge protection, but it gives me more plugs. Hence why I can add the two lights that go to my background when they are activated or when I turn them on. But the one on my computer, it does have some surge protection, yes. I bought them for that one reason. But it also has many different plugs that I can use for the modem and for the two computers, for the fan that's next to me here too. You know, for many different electronics, pretty much. Let me go back. There we go. Not sure if all power strips, I think that's the name, have surge protector abilities, but if it does, then it's just a nice bonus. Yeah, maybe not all of them. And of course, there may be the ones that protect you more than others, right? Depending on the quality and stuff. But I did take care of that, yes, at least a little bit. So I don't feel completely unprotected. But I actually feel more worried about my old computer because it has like a history of having problems already, and I have had to change its parts more than one time. Its power supply, the original one, has already failed, so I needed to buy another one. So I think the old computer is the one that could give me more trouble than the new one, right? Especially because the new one not only has newer parts, but also the power supply of it, like I was saying, is a very good power supply with some protection. The old computer, no, the old computer is only dependent on this one surge protector strip that works for both computers, but it doesn't have a very rough or tough power supply to protect it against surge or like protect against power outages. But it's working, so we're good, and I'm still here. The power outage hasn't come back, so let's use that time to keep on streaming, right? But I'm just surprised, like I was not expecting that to happen after so long. So yeah, this is the relaxation room. Instead of entering there, I decided to keep on going where we had the pamphlet, right? This one. And then we were able to get the whole deal of it. Nubble, do you think that we could be the doctor ourselves, or do you really think we are different people in here? Because I can see both things happening. This pamphlet made me suspect that we could be the doctor because of that one line that says we, you, right? Although maybe it could also mean that the doctor is giving the responsibility to investigate if perception is reality to us, and then that's why it is said that way, like it's not our responsibility, it is your responsibility. It could mean that, right? But also, if I think it was in the last stream that we had that one board full of testers' names, while the last one had a red cross on it. That probably meant that he was like a failure, or that he failed in the process of testing for this one. How is it again? How is it called? Omniscope, isn't it? Oh, it's so... It starts with S, right? Somnoscope or something. I forgot the name of this place. But anyway, we could be that one guy that the name was with the red cross or the red X, right? That I was theorizing before. I should be back to like writing down notes, right? So in situations like this, I could easily read my notes and remember how is this place. What was that? Did you see that? That the screen was like having a glitch? You see, that's why you see now? That's why I don't trust this relaxation room either. I hope they have some sort of surge protection as well in case everything goes bananas. I don't know. I heard that. Oh, there is a radio right there. Hi, Chill Mode. What's up, man? The pamphlet is the weirdest English word. It is a little bit hard to remember that word though. But it has a translation to Portuguese. In Portuguese, it is panfleto. Yeah, panfleto. Pamphlet and panfleto, right? What is the difference between a pamphlet and a flyer? Flyer! Flyer is another great word for me to remember, right? To use it next time. Flyer is fantastic. Yo, you got that error. Yeah, that error is completely old school, right? It's like one of those screens you could get when you start watching a VHS movie on your TV, right? It's hard to tell due to the nature of the game. I will still like guess that we are not the doctor. But if in the end there is a plot twist where it's revealed that we are the doctor, I will say it will make sense too, because I have seen signs of that possibility throughout the game. And speaking of the doctor, he will try to talk to us once again right there. But then I'm hoping, just to show you all, not because that's what I wanna hear from the radio though, but I'm hoping it has the messages or his speech all scrambled all again, so you can get what I meant by when I said that his messages have become crazier, right? But I wish it was a more normal message so I could understand it in a more clean way or without troubles. But I'm thinking it's going to be all random words like out of order, and you might be as confused as me once we get to it. Yes, Mode, that's correct. You even spelled it right. Panfleto, yeah. I do find it very odd that it goes from the we the company's mission and correct to an individual's goal, isn't it? I also thought it was weird. Does the entire facility not share the same mission? In case it doesn't, then I think it has something to do with the AI. The woman's voice that talks to us sometimes. Like I also brought up, she at least tried to not allow us to listen to the doctor because according to her it would be pointless as he has been speaking in a weird way, in a confusing way. It's kind of like the doctor has been trying to communicate properly but he can't anymore because of how deep we got in our dream. And maybe this AI voice has been doing her work, just being informative and telling us about that. Or she actually has an intention to avoid us to talk or to listen to what the doctor has to tell us. But again, we need more answers, we need more information to get into those conclusions. But it's just like a suspicion I have, right? So if there is someone that doesn't share the same mission of this one facility, my first guess right now is that it is the AI, right? The GLaDOS of this game. We gotta encrypt the messages, indeed, Chumod. When the messages are hard to read, we also need to decipher it. And once the messages have scrambled words, we also need to encrypt it. Or actually, the opposite, isn't it? We need to unencrypt it, right? Yeah, this game is trippy for sure, but it's been great. I'm liking it. I just hate when I get stuck with you all in those simple to solve puzzles, but we can't get to the simple solution at all. Pamphlets are given out at like seminars and TED Talks to give people's like a bulletin point. Too long didn't read of what's going on or to give a short bio synopsis of a company like that one did. So basically, pamphlets are more formal, right? While flyers are given out and pinned to places to try and sell something to get people's volunteered help to test something. Yeah, so that's probably the difference. While one is like more formal, the other one is more direct, even clean in a way, and more simple too, right? So basically, a pamphlet can be a little bit more complex to it, right? It can be full of text as well. Yeah, to decrypt it, right? Marketing is done in separate ways. Yeah, it depends on the marketing objective, right? What do they want to achieve with that one propaganda or with that one marketing? Well, let's talk to the professor again or to the doctor.
Hello, my name
He's
is
back to
Dr.
normal.
Glenn Pierce. This is a notification that you have reappeared on our monitoring system after a prolonged absence. Please continue to do whatever you did most recently, and discontinue whatever you were doing immediately prior to that.
Okay, that was a message that made more sense, but also gave us comfort, right? It sounded like we are not in danger anymore. But again, it doesn't make sense to me because we should have been in danger as we were getting deeper and deeper in our dreams, right? There was something else that happened that I forgot to bring up to you all that weren't in here earlier. But then I need to remember it again. What was it again? I kind of just remembered it and then I forgot it again. Yes, I forgot it again. I'm sorry. But something else did happen that I wondered about it. And for some reason, this one radio message made me think of it for a short amount of time, but I just forgot it again. What could it have been? Yes, I forgot it. Dang it. Yeah, it says neuromolarity. Yes. It shows different parts of our brain. Oh, I remember now. There we go. I remember it now. It shows different parts of our brain that they probably have been monitoring to study them, right? I just remembered there was somewhere in this stream, right, in this playthrough of tonight, that I think it was actually in the previous message of the doctor that he pointed out something about VR, and that made me assume that the researchers in here they have been analyzing us or maybe even seeing what we have been dreaming of by using VR technology. So maybe that's how it goes. Uh, because he kind of said something about my VR may not be working properly or something, or that VR is the future. He kind of stated that VR was super important in a way, and it made me believe or think that the way they have been looking at our dreams is through VR. So, yeah, that also happened earlier today, and I wanted to share that bit of an info with you too, right? Maybe that's how it's happening. They maybe they are not in our dreams with us, but they are looking at it by using VR. Or it could also be us using VR too, but then it makes no sense, right? Because I believe we should be asleep to be in this world. Pamphlets aren't always used for marketing. Yeah. They can be just like a way to inform, right? For example, when you visit an amusement park, you could get a park's pamphlet that could also have a map, right, of the park or something. Some places, like some religious gathering areas, use them to help get some news amongst the community out without disrupting the flow of the gathering. Wait, what? I'm not sure if I got that. Oh wait, do you mean... I'm not sure if I got your example, Noble, because when I think about religious institutions having pamphlets, it's normally, um, let's say, a pamphlet that will have the either the schedule or like the prayings they are going to be reciting or praying for that one section, for that one day at the church or something. That's what I think about pamphlets in a religious site, right? It's like, oh yeah, you don't know how to recite this praying, so here's a pamphlet with the lyrics and everything. So yeah, I have seen that before. But then you were talking about the community or something, that I'm not sure. They do monitor brainwaves, how it reacts to VR. Two mode is saying that we are in the matrix or we are close to the matrix. I do wonder sometimes. I mean, I work from home. It's pushed more and more, and then VR is entertainment. But people can sometimes work by using VR too, right? At least there were some experiments on that, like having people at home office and also using VR to work. But honestly, I'm not sure if that's very effective because, in my opinion, VR can be something that can make you feel very tired very soon. At least that's how I see myself regarding VR. Fun fact about VR: if I ever have the chance to get one to myself, the first game I would get to play is Beat Saber. Yeah, Beat Saber, I have had the chance to test it out in one anime event. I had it too. And Beat Saber is super great. It's super fun. If you ever have the chance, please give Beat Saber a chance. So the church that Nobu used to go, the one church that he used to go to, they used it to give out pamphlets that not only had the schedule, right, of what songs. Yeah, that's what I'm used to see. That they were planning to be sung and who was gonna be giving the talks, but also had some news and updates on other things happening within the religious community abroad. Oh, okay, I get it now. So it also has some sort of um, news about religion in general, right? A little bit like a magazine or newspaper in a way, just like a bulletin, right? I get it now. Yeah, it could have that through just to like share and spread the information of like events and the situation in other cities and places, right? Yeah, kind of like a mini newspaper. I get it now. I can see that happening. Yeah, maybe they like just wanted to use extra space that was in that one pamphlet to, oh, we have this one free space in here, let's add some news, let's put something else in here too, right? Who knows? But I understand it now. Okay, so we just heard the doctor again. He became normal. And also the dream has been kinda normal, which is crazy, right? Another thing that I have noticed is that in every one of these hotel looking like floors, not every time of course, but many times, the sign of those rooms, it has been changing. Like this one is for a janitor. Like this is the first time I have seen a room for a janitor in this dream so far. In previous floors, they were for other people. I don't remember exactly what was written in those signs before, but I'm noticing now that they have been changing. So I just wanted to point that out. the relaxation room was very short, right? And then now we are back to this same patterned hallway. Here we go to another soda machine. By the way, I got the green soda last time, and it gave me not a green soda. What it gave me was a miniature of another soda machine. So even though I attempted to get a green soda, I did not get the green soda. I got like a mini dream soda machine, like the complete one. Yeah, there were some employees only signs and private rooms as well. But I have the feeling there were other uh, job roles, right? As well that I just forgot what they were, like manager room or something. I have the feeling there were other job roles in those signs before. Besides the employee only signs, yeah. You just turn right entering that hallway. You normally had to turn left. Seriously? Are you mean this right in here? This one, right? Or do you mean before it, like in here? Maybe you maybe you're talking about this. Oh, you know something else that could be happening? Maybe in every one of these layers of dreams, we could be exiting a different suite. And then maybe that explains why we have been turning left or right uh, at different moments. I'm now noticing that because sometimes we get closer to this uh, closed bar fence, right? This closed fence. But then now we were farther from it. So maybe every time we jump into a different layer of a dream, we can be exiting from a different door of a different suite, right? That's just something that I think that could be happening too. It feels mirrored. The top of the building, sir. No, when you exit the room and saw suite G, it's normally further. Yeah, I'm now noticing that too. Because this one turn right here, it has always been the same. Like we have always been turning it right, right? But yeah, maybe we have been leaving those rooms differently. You have only seen me coming out of suite F, which is the first one right here. Yeah, this time we left from another one, from the A one. Well, here we go again. Do you guys want me to try getting the green soda once more? Last time I tried it, it didn't give me that. Like I was saying, it gave me another machine. Or is it finally time for us to go for the diet soda? The one cursed soda that has been horrifying us and haunting us for this whole game. That could be like a layered thing. Watch the sweets. Yes, maybe we have been able to learn more about each one of them little by little in every dream, right? Diet soda, of course. Okay. It is the last one we had to try because. Sure, that it is. It would have been funny if this caused like an insta game over, right? The only thing we know about the diet soda is that it is made of avocados, isn't it? And that it's smooth. Or were the avocados something else? I remember the avocados being important, not just for the cloning mechanic, but like as an ingredient of something. I could swear. Oh, yes, I think in the box that had tons of diet sodas, I think they said that it was flavored like avocados, right? You know what's funny though? I have had not really like an avocado flavored soda, but an avocado tree leaves flavored soda. Yes, my friend, she kind of knew that I like to try, or at least try once, right? I have been avoiding sodas, but if there is a chance for me to taste one soda flavor for the first time, I go for that. And I actually do it with my friends. This one, let's say, experiment, because my hometown, they have a very specific strawberry soda of it that it's only sold in there. So it is kind of like my job to bring that one specific soda and let my other friends to try it out and see their reactions. And I used to do that, and I still do that a lot with my friends. But yeah, then there was this one friend that was like, "Oh, you brought me this one strawberry soda from your hometown. Let me get the one that I have seen before or the one I have tried before from the other state of Brazil, and then send them to you so you can also give your reaction to it." And in the end, it was an avocado leaf soda. It's because the avocado leaf, for some reason, it had a taste that was very close to my favorite soda, that's called Guaraná. When we were having the soda talk, I think in the first ring of this game, I brought it up like, which soda flavor is your favorite? And then I said that my favorite is the Guaraná soda, right? That if you make a research, you can still find it in the US. It might be expensive because it is an imported product, but it is possible to find it. And it's very good. But yeah, this friend of mine said that the avocado leaf flavored soda had a very similar taste to the Guaraná soda. And she was right. And then she sent that to me eventually. So even though it was not like a direct avocado taste, I did have in my life an avocado soda, which means I have tried a diet soda in some ways, right? So that was a memory to share now. Yeah, Guaraná Antarctica, that's the best one, chill mode. There are other brands here in Brazil, but the best one for Rio is the Antarctica one. The other ones are not as great. They are still good, but not as great. Let me see, what did I miss? Water soda is a scam, but it's a good scam for your health. And water soda may be club soda, right? We got to that conclusion as well before. Diet soda is like the only normal sounding one. You think so? Red soda sounds normal to me. And also green soda. There are three ways avocado soda. Maybe it is a gold mine. Yeah, I also never knew we could use the avocado tree leaf into anything or into something, you know? Honestly, I didn't even know that avocados had leaves. But it's probably the leaf of the tree, right? Not really the fruit itself or like the thing itself. A red berry blast soda is what I imagine red soda is. I would say cherry. Yeah, my guess would have been for cherry flavored soda, which in my opinion sounds great, but honestly, I think I have never had a cherry flavored soda before, which is a, I don't know, an opportunity that they are missing out. I do believe it would taste amazing, like having a cherry. soda, because when I buy cherry flavored candy or cherry flavored cough drops, they taste great in my opinion. So they could use that artificial cherry flavor for a soda and it would work perfectly, right? Cola is originally green color, but they thought it looked weird, so they made it black. But does it get green? Like when you take the extract of cola or like the syrup of cola, does it look like green? I was guessing it already looked like something darker, maybe even black, right? Green soda to me would be something citrusy like Mountain Dew, a Sprite, or 7 Up. I would guess a Sprite too, something lime flavored. And 7 Up used to be more popular here in Brazil when I was a kid, like in the 90s, right? But for some reason, they stopped selling 7 Up in here. But I did try that as a kid. Regarding Mountain Dew, we don't have Mountain Dew in Brazil. I only have heard of it thanks to like watching people trying it before or YouTube videos in general. But yeah, Mountain Dew, we don't have that in here. Is there Mountain Dew in the Netherlands too, mode? You like 7 Up too? I had 7 Up as a kid. I remember when my father used to bring me to the soccer games here in this city that I live now, which is funny, right? I used to live in my hometown as a kid, and then my father used to travel to this city that I live now because my father's soccer team used to train here, but now they train in Rio. They kind of changed it. They changed their stadium or like their training field. But when it used to be here in this city, my father used to come here with like a caravan of like people that cheered for the team. And sometimes me and my sister used to come together. And after the games, we used to drink 7 Up. And I'm pretty sure that for some time, 7 Up used to sponsor the soccer team as well. Yeah, I remember seeing the 7 Up logo on the soccer team's uniform, right? So that's how I ended up trying it in the past. You know what's funny, by the way, about this one bot's name that showed up? His name is Samuel S. Souza. It sounded very like a Brazilian's name. So this bot could have been a Brazilian bot. What about that? 7 Up is super nostalgic. I don't see it much too anymore. It doesn't exist more in Brazil, or I can't see it anymore in Brazil. Oh, you can find that in the Netherlands, the Mountain Dew, but it feels very US. It wasn't very popular. Ronaldinho made Brazilian soccer worldwide. I remember that, yeah. I also remember something very crazy, by the way. It is crazy in two ways. So let me tell you that. Together with like drinking 7 Up, I remember that back in the day, they used to sell this one snack that was like a fried snack, close to like chips, but not really chips because chips are kind of made of potato or something, right? Or manioc. But no, it's not chips. It's just a snack, but a snack that works just like chips, right? And it was like a snack that was very artificial looking because it had like a lot of, I don't know, flavored powder on it too. So it was very dusty and everything. But it was flavored like shrimp. So have you guys ever heard of like a snack that is shrimp flavored? So that's the first uh, thing about it that makes it crazy. The second crazy fact about this is that I hate seafood. I hate seafood. But I used to love that for some reason. Maybe because it doesn't taste like shrimp at all, because it's so artificial. But I do remember as well as a kid coming to the city with my family to watch the soccer games, and together with drinking 7 Up, we used to have this one crazy, weird, out of nowhere snack that was super dusty and powdery, so you'd like have your hands all dirty after eating that. But it was shrimp flavored. And since then, I have never heard of anything shrimp flavored ever. So I don't know if there are other things in the world that could have been artificially shrimp flavored. But yeah, that's the other thing I remember too. Consider yourself lucky not to have Mountain Dew. Really, Noble? That stuff is way too citric. I have had Fanta Citrus. I don't know if that was a thing in the US or in other countries, but for a period of time, they used to sell Fanta Citrus here in Brazil. Honestly, if it is any close to Mountain Dew, yes, it is horrible. It is like disgusting. The taste of it is like I remember I used to say that it tasted like soap, right? Sauna soap. Because it the smell of soap from the sauna was like what that soda was tasting like, you know? The smell of soap from sauna was just like what I thought I was drinking in that Fanta Citrus. Yes, sauna soap taste. No, not soup. Not soup taste, chill mode. Soap, right? Not soup. So if it is any close to that, I'm off. Like I quit. I won't try it. They prove just how citric acid or how much citric acid is in the drink just to avoid a false lawsuit when someone claimed a mouse was in one of their drinks when he opened it or something like that. What? Not sure how true that story is though. Oh, that's probably not real. Unless because this can happen too, right? But unless in the process of making the drink, by the way, we are having a big chat, so I should have swapped to the other overlay, but now it's too late, I think. But unless in the fabrication of it, in the production of the Mountain Dew drink, accidentally a mouse was able to, you know, get into the factory and then get into the bottle of the drink. That can happen. There is even something about products in general that sometimes insects, bugs, and especially roaches can be grinded when they are processing food or all sorts of products. And there is like a law that evaluates how much of those bugs, pests, roaches, and whatever you want to say, parts are part of the composition of that food you are buying or drinking or eating. So basically, there is like a statistic that they allow such product to have of those tiny parts, I don't know, microscopical parts of those pests or bugs that could accidentally be grinded together with the food you are buying. What I'm trying to say is that it's not 100% free of that. Because, at least as far as I know, here in Brazil, there is a margin of like quantity. It's a very low quantity, of course, otherwise, it's going to make the population sick. But it is allowed for those products to be sold under a certain margin of parts of those things in case they get in the way of the production, you know? I'm not sure if that happens too in other places, in other countries, but I have heard of it. So basically, by buying industrialized things, and by this point, like at your life, you most likely have already eaten tons and tons and tons of parts of bugs, of roaches, of flies, ants, who knows what could be in a factory, you know? But you never realize that, or you don't know about that, or you don't feel the taste of that, which is great, right? But in the end, probably we have eaten those things. I don't know, at least a little bit, a fraction of it, you know, because it is somewhat allowed and it's out of control. That's why it is permitted, because it is out of control. You cannot see a tiny bug getting into the production. How can you control that? Yeah, there is a margin, right? So, just a fun fact for you all. The AI could take over. Those are some random Twitch bots. Yes, and they go into many channels at the same time, right? I saw like a comparison of soda, and Mountain Dew had like double the sugar of even cola. It is really sugary too. I don't know. Red Bull took the first place. Really, Red Bull is that sugary? I don't drink energetics, right, or energy drinks. I don't like the idea of them, right? First of all, it's because I have had insomnia and also anxiety. So anything that could make me to not sleep well or to make me to stay alert, I pass. Even some tea, right? Some tea or some teas, they have caffeine. So I don't drink those. I only go for the herbal ones without caffeine. I can sometimes drink coffee or cola, but normally I avoid them, right? But energy drinks, I have never had them. Yes, so is Red Bull. So I don't know if it is that sweet. I know that snack candy you say, I couldn't eat it. It's super powdery. It sounds like Dorito levels of powder flavor. It is a lot like that. Yes, yes, it is a lot like a Dorito, but it was shrimp flavored. Have you guys ever heard of a snack shrimp flavored? It is insane, right? And I used to like that for some reason. The story goes that Mountain Dew proved that their drink could dissolve a. It could dissolve? I was thinking it was. Really? I don't know if that's a very good answer for their uh trial, right? I'm not sure if I would want to tell the population that about my product, you know? But to be fair, Coca Cola does the same, kind of, and people still buy it, right? Like crazy. So, I guess maybe that didn't stain their image that much either. I say this yet I'm addicted to Mountain Dew. You like Mountain Dew? And currently drink. Oh my god, their limited chill flavor. Man. Yeah, that happens here as well. Yeah, there is a margin, right, of contaminants or bugs or things. You try not to think about it, right? Me neither, but what can we do, right? It's out of control. Maybe even worms, right? Depending on the situation. And also, I don't know, let's suppose there is a product that uses fruit. Some of those fruit could be rotten. They could have worms in them, larvae, you know, something like that. But as long as it doesn't taste it, we good. It's to train the immune system. Let's think about that. We gotta be positive, right? So you drank rat ass basically, maybe some rat piss, who knows? Insomnia never knew that. Really, Chumo? That's good then. Insomnia sucks. Oh, actually, you mean that you didn't know I had insomnia? Yes, when I was with like super anxious, around let's say 2018, 2019. I used to struggle a lot with that. And then in 2020, I was already taking therapy and stuff, and then that got much better to me. But it was rough. Like, I was streaming as well, and then talking about those problems I had. I used to drink Monster energy drinks. Then you had a little scare with accelerated heart rate. Yeah, right. I don't want that for me either. So, and then you drop that drink so fast. I still haven't had a monster since. And stay like that, seriously. I don't think it is worth. Chill mode also had the same with monster. It's better than admitting a mouse could be in your drink and stay whole. Monster has like an adrenaline. For sure, it was adrenaline sugar rush. It was more like the caffeine, right? You never noticed something like that, really? Yeah, thankfully it's been a while since I had anxiety. I actually had anxiety after the situation that happened to me recently, right? And that situation even made me want to go back to stream. But it was only for a day, thankfully, and not as strong as I used to have like crises and bad days in the past. But yeah, those anxiety days were very bad. It was around the first years of my channel, right? Like maybe 5 years ago or 4 years ago. I mean, to be fair, um, I still had some trouble with it a couple of times after the days I was saying, or after the years I was saying, because I also had to deal with some other life problems that were being like a trigger to me. But in general, it got much better. Well, we are not bringing the diet soda with us. Oh, remember what I was just saying about I don't trust this relaxation level? Here we go! Now they have stands. Wait, I said stands, but maybe it's not the right word for this, right? Because now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I don't know the right word for this. It's good that you feel better now. Yeah, because you end up, of course, learning a lot after taking therapy, but you end up also getting used to that situation. But thankfully, life does go on, right? So you kind of learn from the situations you have been through, and then in case they come back eventually, you kind of now have ways to protect yourself against problems. It can be like from habits or from self-care, from like talking to the right people about your life problems, to try to remain like chill and stuff, and also making better decisions as well in your life. So you kind of end up learning from the bad experiences you have had in the past, and I did learn from a lot of things. And thankfully that created a little bit of a safety feeling, or a safe feeling inside of me, that has been protecting me against another trigger or another crisis or another bad event. Again, sometimes, like recently, I can have a somewhat worse day, right? But still, I haven't had a bad day just like in the past years when I was starting to deal with this anxiety and sometimes insomnia that was like very annoying, because it really feels horrible for you to not be able to rest especially when you want or when you need to rest. And then you could only really rest well after your body was completely exhausted and out of energy. And it was like a torture even for you to stay awake, feeling bored like crazy and wanting to rest your mind, but you couldn't because your heartbeat was like intense going or going fast, and then your brain was like working non-stop, and then you lay on your bed but you don't feel as sleepy at all. It is such a bad feeling. And then you had to wait until finally your body could stay all right, either because you, I don't know, went out for like a walk, or I used to sunbathe as well a lot. And sometimes even during the night when things were bad, I used to like lay on my balcony and look at the night sky to see if I could relax somehow, or at least find something to do while time was passing, because I had to wait until the next morning to be able to call to my family or my friends to like talk to them because I couldn't sleep or something. So it is a whole situation that's super bad and annoying, but thankfully, with help and also with self care and changing my habits and I don't know, being more alert to everything that happens to me, it's much better now, you know? You end up learning from that a lot. Yeah, when you get older, you learn from the bad experiences you have been through. The skill increase, it's like that. I kind of leveled up a little bit about my own problems, right? This game is so trippy, true. Learn from things you already dealt with before, yes. You know something that it's not, apparently it's not like scientifically proved, but I highly recommend in case somebody is having like a very bad day and then can't sleep well or is with anxiety or something. And it's something that it should have been more spoken or recommended, in my opinion, to people to try to see if that could work for them or not. But it's something that it took me a lot of time to get to it. And in a way, I would say it was one of the most effective things that helped me with my own anxiety, or the days that I was struggling the most with, like, I don't know, feeling uncomfortable or insomnia, right? I'm talking about aromatherapy. Some people say it's just like a horrible smell that doesn't work, doesn't do anything because it's not scientifically proved. But I would say that it's worth a shot because, like, lavender smell or essence can really help me to stay more calm. And adding some drops of that on your arm right here, and then spreading it a little, and then having that day like a normal day and smelling that lavender from your arms, right? Wherever you go, it does help you to have a more peaceful day. Or like dropping some essence on the pillow or on your bed, so it could like make you feel more relaxed once you are going to bed. It does have an effect, at least on me. So, for example, this week that I was dealing with some stressful things in real life, I was using lavender essence when the night was coming, and then I was like getting myself ready to sleep. I could sleep in every one of those days, even though I was somewhat stressed or more anxious than normal. So I kind of wish that somebody could have suggested that to me earlier, but that's normally not what people suggest to other people at first, you know. But I'm super glad that I got to that possibility or to that idea, because it was one of the most effective things to make me to feel more calm or more relaxed when I start feeling worse regarding anxiety or even stressed. So that's my big tip recommendation in case you have the chance to try it yourself, or recommend that to somebody you know that may be under some hardships in their lives. because it does have an effect, at least in to me, right? Oh, a pulpit is the word. Yeah, I don't know why I said I stand. I think I just thought in a Portuguese word and then I translated that. I assumed it was the same or something. But after I said it, I was like, you know what? I may not know the word for that in English. It's a very specific object, right? It looks like a pulpit, which is something religious speakers stand in front of along with some other types of mass gatherings. Yeah, or somebody that's like in a school council and then they are given a speech, right? Or even a politician. Walks are a double-edged sword for Nubble. Sometimes they make it easier to sleep, other times they just wake you up more. I think that yeah, they might also wake you up more because of the exercising, but at the same time, probably later on, once you feel asleep again, you will sleep better because you exhausted your body thanks to this walk, right? But what's good about this activity of going for a walk is actually to relax your brain. It's like you gotta change the ambient you are in, so you stop thinking about the things you were thinking at home, for example, and by going outside, you find more distraction. And then eventually, there is a good chance you can change your thoughts. And then once you go home, you may come home with a clearer mind, and then that's what will allow you to have a better night of sleep too. So when I go out, besides like sunbathing, right, getting my vitamin D, it's also so I can relax and like stop what I was thinking when I was at home. Sometimes it takes long, of course, depending on the trouble you get yourself in, but it is better than staying at home and not doing anything, because you kind of go see nature or you just appreciate looking at other people or so. You just find ways to distract yourself, even by listening to music or playing Pokemon Go in the process. It's just better than staying where you are at, like at home. Yes, some aromatherapy to mold, it's very, very good. There are even other essences that I don't try them, but there are essences that supposedly they could help you with concentration, even wake you up a little bit. I don't know. It seems that the smell of things can have some. I don't know. They can help you to change your mood, right, or change how you feel once you are having that smell, which makes sense because the smell is one of the most powerful ways for you to like have memories even and remember stuff. So it is something that the brain understands very strongly, right? It is such a powerful mechanism, and it's somewhat underrated, right? I would say. So if you can find an essence that can make you feel relaxed, for many people, normally it's the lavender one, then it is worth having that at home for like bad days or days that you just need to relax but you are having a hard time on doing so. Besides, of course, drinking tea, right? Drinking tea also can help you a little bit. But the most important thing is psychological. You gotta find a distraction so you don't keep on thinking on the problems you may be facing. Okay, so we have a miniature of a house, and this is not a good sign to me. I think I know what they want me to do. They want me to enlarge this house so we can enter it, right? But as it's like a miniature of a house, this is giving me a flashback of a horror movie, and you may have heard of it, right? It's Hereditary, that I eventually ended up finally watching it. I don't remember if I have watched it before I was streaming, but I ended up watching that too, right? I created courage to watch it. And one of the characters in Hereditary, she used it to make miniatures, especially miniatures of a house. And then also the promotional pictures and images of that movie had miniature houses too. So seeing this made me remember that one horror movie, right? I can never sleep, but also because I drink a lot. Yeah, you also should change what you are eating, what you are drinking, right? Like with all solutions to calm someone down, it varies with each individual. Exactly. That's why I was saying that it's worth a shot, because it did work for me a lot. For some, certain scents help, or eating certain foods, and for others, white noises like fans. I need fans to sleep better, yeah. But then there is a difference though. There is a difference between, how can I say this? Feeling asleep and also sleeping per se, right? So for me to feel as sleep, white noises don't do it. ASMR helps more than that. Yes, I sometimes watch ASMR so I can start feeling asleep. But then to sleep, like to be able to sleep with like no problems or like sleeping comfortably, then I need the white noises. Yes, I need the fans. First, I need to get asleep, and then I fell asleep, right? Or maybe you should say, I first I need to feel sleepy to fall asleep, basically. So yeah, I need the fans to sleep, but not to feel as sleepy, right? Or maybe I'm saying the words wrongly right now, but yeah, I need the fans to sleep, but not to feel sleepy, basically. Maybe now I said it right. Rain or even the sound of a beating heart helps out. Yeah, it can be many things. I tried so much, like eye mask, listening raining water worked good until the earbuds start to irritate your ears. Then you got yourself mini speakers now. I just use my phone next to me on the bed. Nature noises, scented pillow. Yes, I sometimes drop lavender essence on the pillow. I probably still struggle. Yeah, it is hard to mold. I'm not saying that this is going to like solve your problem 100%, but it's an alternative, right? It is like a collection of things you could be trying and combining them as well to see if you can feel more comfortable for like feeling more calm or for sleeping in an easier way. Like you also should have a very dark room. You could take a hot shower before falling asleep as well to feel more relaxed. You could drink tea. You could, I don't know, drink hot milk too. You know, there are many different things that you could be doing. But one thing that could have helped me earlier and nobody pretty much recommended it to me is the aromatherapy. It's like nobody that was around me knew or used that to them or to themselves. And then I was lucky that I ended up finding that answer to me, right? Yeah, it's like a combo of things you should be doing: sunbathing, going for a walk, exercising, avoiding some certain dishes or food, and also having a safe environment or like people that you could count on to be with you or to talk to you when you need them. Having that environment is also very important. Physical activities. You miss having something to smell or something? Yeah, you gotta have dishes that have a lot of smell for you to taste them in a better way. Yeah. Cabin in the Woods, I haven't watched that one movie. I heard it's a very crazy one though. I have a friend who can only really calm down if they are listening to a beating of a heart, but their brain is very picky and doesn't let artificial heartbeats work for them. They need to listen to someone's heartbeat physically. Wow, that's so specific, right? I wonder if that has anything to do with like when he was a baby and he could listen to the mother's heart. You know, when he was on her hands or arms. Well, let's enlarge the house. It's a box actually. Now the vases are green, right? It's changing little by little. I'm surprised I was able to make this jump. Once again, we got to the Dream Pop machine. I think I will try the green soda one more time because the last time I did not get it. I got a miniature of this machine, right? What does this game have against the green soda? Once again, I could not get it. A suitcase? Is this back to the entrance? It looks a lot like it, right? Yes, I think it is back to the entrance, but the door was not the same. Many suitcases. What does this mean? It looks like somebody's moving, right? Whose house is this? Wait, I can't get in? Because I'm too big? I cannot crouch though. What? I think it has to do with past trauma that I might not know about. I don't pry. Not my place if they don't want to share. Oh yeah, no. I just thought that could have been something to do about like listening to his own mother's heartbeats when he was by her arms, you know. But yeah, maybe even there isn't anything about that or like anything to do about that. Maybe he isn't doesn't know or he maybe he even doesn't know what's the reason, right? And it's all good. It's just really unique that that's the sound that he learned that makes him to feel more calm. But at the same time, there is something beautiful about it, don't you think? That he needs like another human's heartbeat and a real person to really relax. I think there is something beautiful about that as well. It's something that makes me think that it's like a reminder that we are not robots, that we are actually creatures, right? That is kind of mind mass change house, and then walking into it, it's a game done right. The machine is mad, sir. Yes, it was like a storm sound effect, right? It denied my green soda, and now it's denying to get inside the door. Well, I will leave again. Are there two? No, there are not two ways in, right? But I still think I need to make this bigger. They have told me they often get night terrors of past events, which is why you think it has to do with trauma. Okay, that's a little bit more concerning then. Oh, there we go. Do you know? I mean, I'm just curious, right? But if you don't know it, that's fine too. But do you know if he has ever done therapy? I do think it could have been good for him. Wait, this radio is to move it, it's not to listen to it? Why is the music failing right now? Yeah? They have said they are seeing a therapist as of late, which I'm glad they are able to. Yes, right. So what about this? Don't tell me we are starting a horror section again, please. But this radio has a message for us.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. In addition to continuing and discontinuing as mentioned earlier, please also disregard any unsettling experiences that you may have recently had. Everything should have now reverted to being soothing and therapeutic.
I don't know about
If
that.
this is not the case, you may be receiving this message in error.
I think it is the second scenario, right? If everything is therapeutic, why am I having blinking lights right now? Yeah, we evolved our radio into a boombox, right, Chill Mode? To save us from the monsters. Once again, this same board for like the fourth time now. I still don't understand it. There could still be some hidden messages in here, secrets, that I cannot comprehend. But let's keep on going, we are progressing. Hoping to beat this game. That AI bot with a sword says that I'm a pirate. That's actually more like a box, right? A new box design they were saying. Do you think it is scary, Chill Mode? I actually think it's somewhat cute. I just don't know what's that right there. Is that a cape? Yeah, this right here is a little bit off in this drawing. But I kind of think it's cute. As long as it's not hunting us to kill us, it's cute. Oh. Why can't I grab the... Oh, there we go. You might ask, why am I carrying this radio on its supersized form? The answer that I have for you is not because I'm going to use it to solve a complex puzzle up ahead and then I'm going to quickly progress and become a speedrunner and all. No, that's not why I'm leaving this radio oversized. The real reason why I'm doing it is actually because, as it's so huge and massive, it covers a lot of my sight on the screen of this game. And then, in case something spooky is coming after me, there is a good chance the radio will be in front of it, and then I won't need to look at it. That's the real strategy that this streamer right here has. And that's some fun fact for you. I just spoke like Dr. Glenn Pierce right now, haven't I? Right, chill mode? Why do I need to see what's up ahead of me? I don't. That's why this radio is big like this. I can progress safely. If there is a monster, I'm not seeing it, you see? This radio is my shield, my protection, my savior. I don't want to know what's ahead. Even if there are weird noises. No, they know that I... Damn it, they were hearing me. They know that I was using the radio as a protection. And now they blocked it, right? I can't carry it with me anymore. If you don't see it, is it really there? Perception is reality, right, Nubble? You got my idea. But yeah, radio, I'm sorry, man. I'll need to leave you behind. Oh boy. Now we're back to reality, right? The spooky one. What's happening on this room now? I feel small. Is that Jenga? It is Jenga. And a fan. Do I need to destroy the Jenga? Is that what's going on? This is... Okay, I will give credits for the creativity of this one. This is something that I would never expect to see tonight in my life. Like a Jenga model in a video game. And part of a puzzle. So, high props for that. They got this card out of, I don't know, their most hidden pocket ever. Because this is like... It's like a 1 in a million chances of probability of be happening, you know? This is super random. I give them the credits for that. This is amazing. The AI bot with a sword that says the pirate is scared to mode, and then Nubble thinks that one strange part of the drawing could have been a bandana, since pirates are often depicted wearing them. Yeah, it could have been the back of it, right? Just like this. Am I a pirate now if I wear my chef's hat? That's a bandana, right? In a way. It spits fire, and then it got a pirate sword too. Does it spit fire? Plug in back of the radio. I was avoiding to get shocked. Those were some good strats, right? My radio Riot shield. This is cool creative. Yeah, Jenga puzzle, I would never expect anything like that. Do you guys like Jenga, by the way? I confess that I think I have only played it once or twice. You know what else I have only played once or twice? Twister. I know it's another classic, but unfortunately, I haven't had many opportunities to play that either. Well, according to this, we'll need to use the fan in order to do something about the Jenga, right? We can't click on anything on the Jenga itself, so the obvious solution is to make this fan huge, like a tornado maker. Yep, I will admit this though. Looking at the Jenga getting like destroyed was beautiful and like I don't know, there was some pleasure in that feeling. Maybe that's how Godzilla feels when he's destroying Japan, right? Yeah, there was something good about doing that. I like that. I would play a game where you need to destroy Jengas. Or, I don't know, do something about domino effects as well, right? It was very oddly satisfying to watch, wasn't it? Also for you too, Nubble? I did feel great after looking at that. I think it was because of the speed. Because it was like falling so slowly, you know? That was like a music being played, it was like a song being played. That there were or there was some art to how it fell. I don't know, it was poetic, in my opinion. I really like that. You never played Jenga chill mode? I did play it, but I'm pretty sure it was just once or twice. I should wear those... Wait, I should wear that chef's hat sideways? Like to pack? Jenga is fun, but man, does it take a ridiculous amount of concentration and planning to win, and also to build it up, right? Not really to build it up, actually, because you just need to stack the things. But I don't know why I thought it would give you a lot of work, though. It doesn't, for real. But indeed, it is like nerve-wracking for you to like get the pieces, right? What was on top of the Jenga? I think it was a door indeed. Yeah, that it is. Honestly, I'm still surprised this game is going on. Yesterday, I could bet we were like almost beating it. Caution wet? What's wet in here? Wait, I'll need to change this door location? Is that what's happening? I can't. Wait, do I need to use the fan again? The fan is the only thing I can get, right? Oh yeah, maybe I need to use the fan inside of that. Make it big. Rotate it. Why is it so weak now? You once kicked the Jenga tower? Does that count? Wait, why did you do that though? That sounds like too extreme, right? Were your friends playing it? What's happening in here? Oh! Well? But I still can't get in. Oh, it's because I got this one, right? Do I need to bring it outside? I'm so confused. I don't know, but I managed to enter it. Although it's massive and I'm little. Yeah. Oh my god. Whoa. That massive fan felt so random. Sadly, it lost its power, right? It was so... Oh, another blueprint. This is different. This looks like a whole facility, right? Oh my goodness. This is great. I see what they have done in here. Where is Victor? Victor is the one that loves this number right here. Yeah, this is awesome. But yeah, that fan, once we got it inside the house, it was so powerless. I love the whole style and creativity of this game. Yeah, this game is awesome. It's just that part that was horrifying for no reason, that was, you know, a little bit off. But even that, now that we survived it, honestly, it wasn't too bad. Like, it wasn't too bad because there wasn't really a monster, or like the danger was fiction. It was in the fiction, right? Not sure if it will again return to that mood and then give us more times to be scared or something, or maybe if there was even an alternative path that you could have had a bad ending and then you could have faced like something really scary, but we haven't. Everything was like an illusion, an optical trick, that, oh look, a knife, and then there was really a knife, but nobody stabbed us, right? It did disappear, but nobody stabbed us. And then suddenly there is blood on the door, and then the door was closed, but nothing really appeared or showed up to make me scared. It was just suspense. So even that, now that I know that it was just suspense, I'm good. But still, it was, I don't know. It was something that required some courage for us to face, right? We relocated the fan, and then we had to clear the wet. I don't know why that wet sign was there. Nothing was wet in there. You grabbed the whole wall, sir. I grabbed the window, wasn't it? And then somewhat the window was open, or one of the glasses of the... Wait, yeah, glasses, right? Glass has plural, hasn't it? Yeah, we got one of the glasses and it was open. But the window itself was closed. Hey, now you're small enough for this room. Where you couldn't crouch. The luggage room. Yeah, we couldn't crouch it, but then we enlarged that house. This looks like the Rugrats game a little bit. What was the number? Oh, that was the pi number. Yeah, that's the pi number. Was it blood or red paint? You see, it could have been red paint all the way, right? Like what the whiteboard kept saying they needed to order more of. It's just to make us scared, right? To see which parts of our brain will be reacting to scary feelings in our in our dreams or like in the nightmares. QT 3.14. Wait, QT? Where did you get QT? But this is the pi number. And then I was saying Victor because Victor knows a lot of those numbers from his memory, right? He was even teaching me a little bit to memorize them. The easiest are the first four. It's like 3.1415. That's super easy. After that, I can be wrong though. We will go back to check it, but I think it's a 9. 14, 15, 9. Isn't it 9 after? It is 9. I remember that correctly, you see? Yeah, I could only remember this 9 because of playing the pi number with Victor on stream even. Back in the day. But then after that 9, I'm not sure about the rest anymore. Also, hey Bookmark, what's up? It's a cutie pie? Yeah, right? Yeah, this was a very fun reference. I like this one. What I don't understand, to be fair, is why have they been hiding these blueprint projects, you know, in all sorts of places? I don't know if there will be any sort of reward, achievement, or anything for finding them, but so far they have been so useless, you know? So random as well. Bookmark, thankfully tonight the progression has been working a lot and things are more peaceful as the horror section has been gone, thank goodness. But again, the moments we got stuck in this game, their solutions were very straightforward pretty much. I mean, not okay, let's not say that was that easy either, but you know, we were going so far into the possibilities that in the end they were not paying them off, you know? They were so disappointing even. But what matters is that we are progressing. That's what counts. So that puzzle from yesterday that we were stuck as well, the solution was like, how didn't we do that, you know? We got to some lockers room. Sometimes you overthink the simple solutions. We got close to it, but we were doing it at the wrong spot yesterday because they had to do about hiding the fan and also the perspective and the angle of like where you should be looking at. So, but we were trying that idea from other areas or like other places in that room. And then if you don't do it correctly, then it's not going to work. Oh, maybe this is like a bathroom of some sorts. Why would they have this in the facility though? I hope that radio is going to explain it to us, right? Wait, what? Oh my god, look at that! I just realized that the wall is another bathroom too, like... This is... Remember when we were comparing this game with Inception? This is the Inception room, right? Because Inception had a scene like this, where the walls were like the same room and stuff, right? And then they were jumping from one wall to the other wall. Oh my god. Yeah, this room is amazing, by the way. This is one thing that You know what this also reminds me of, but in a more, I mean, of course, this game is more recent than the game that I'm going to say, but this is also a lot like Majora's Mask, the Stone Tower Temple, right? Which is, by the way, probably my favorite temple in Zelda games because that temple is fantastic. It's so fun to play it. So yeah, this is Stone Tower Temple HD, basically. Bathroom version. Man, this is amazing. This was worth playing this game. But let's keep on going.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to read you my favorite inspirational quote by me. The worst thing you can do is focus on negativity. It won't spare you from the cage of death, the pain of disease, the cruelty of time, the cold shell of human nature, or the eventual loss of everything you've ever held dear. Whatever you do, don't focus on that.
It started good. I was even going to say that, oh, this has, nice timing with my life. But then he continued to talk. And the magic was lost forever. Yeah. He tried. At least he tried, right? To be motivational and stuff. Maybe, Dr. Pierce, you need to go back to that one paper where you were practicing. He was practicing like how to greet everyone and stuff. You should have a paper like to practice how to say motivational speech as well. Because this one did not work as effectively. Grab that shampoo bottle. Yeah, right? Grab the towel there too. Oh, I, my mind is playing games with me now, right? I was saying that this looks like the Stone Tower Temple, but this is the Stone Towel Temple. With that, let's go ahead. Let's skip those bad puns. Wait, am I up there now? What? I think I am. I sure am. That's the shampoo bottle. Yeah, that was the Stone Tower Temple. The perception, wow. Inception for real. OG sticker, Dr. Pierce needs to lay off the shrooms. I'm still not sure if Dr. Pierce is like a third party or if he is us, right? There is also that question going on in here. By the way, Bookmark, are you feeling okay? Have you rested a little bit? Did you take the nap? Because you were playing so much more than planned that I think you were left without time to rest, right? But I hope you're doing alright. Well, it seems that we can't do anything else. Yeah, Bookmark streamed a lot. And also, she was always waiting for something else to happen in Fell Seal, the game she was playing. Because it has like many side quests with like timers for them to be completed. And then every time we were checking them, they were about to be completed. So she was in a loop, like in an eternal loop of like, I need to see what's going to happen. And then this one is almost finishing. And it ended up getting all of her time that she had to rest. So I don't know if she was alright. Did you manage to get 15 minutes? No, that's not enough though. Man, 15 minutes? What's 15 minutes? At least I hope you had a long dream like this one we are playing right now, right? So it could feel like 4 days, because this is part 4 of this game, right? So we have been playing it for 4 days. Sometimes that does happen, don't it? Wait, doesn't it? There we go. Sometimes it does happen, doesn't it? That we sleep just for a small amount of time, but we have such a dream that feels like it lasted for an hour, you know? And then we wake up and then we're like, oh, it's still, I don't know, 1 a.m. or something. But that dream felt like a whole week, pretty much. Isn't it weird as well, that sensation, that feeling? And then something kept happening. Oh no, oh my god. And then you just woke up from 2 hours ago. Oh, you got another rest. There we go, that's good. But you're up though now. There we go. Be sure to rest better from today to tomorrow, right? No, no, no. Not false C. Fell seal, right? Fell seal. I believe that's it, right? Bookmark. Like in Final Fantasy, it does look a lot like Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah, there we go. I got it right. Well, that's cute right there. Like a air balloon inflatable castle of some sorts. This is an empty pool. Why did we get to a gym? You know what this reminds me of? Actually, two things. The first thing that I thought of was the inflatable castle right here. That remind me of Banjo Tooie, which is, how is it called? Witch World? Yes, I think it's called Witch World, right? The third word of that game. And there is an inflatable castle too in there for you to play mini games. But also, because of this bathroom idea of this area, and seeing this, how is this called again? Drain, right? Seeing this drain right here, I did get a bad flashback of Pennywise the Clown in the movie It. Also because we talked about it yesterday too, right? So yes, I remember the scene of Pennywise the Clown and the bathroom. It's better for me to remember Banjo Tooie instead, so let's get into the castle. We are small again. Oh, we got to an air vent? This now makes me think of Mission Impossible. I'm stuck! What do I do now? The mission is impossible in the end. I jinxed myself. I cannot progress. No! I can't do the dive. What was the... Wait. Wait a minute. Hold a minute right here. This is actually now reminding me of a game that I should have played on stream, but I was playing it offline not too long ago because I was playing it thanks to the Xbox Game Pass trial that I'm having. And it's a fantastic puzzle game, by the way. One day I will bring it to the channel, as the chance comes again, right? I'm talking about Cocoon. It is an amazing puzzle game. But this is making me think of Cocoon logic, because we got inside of that same inflatable castle down there. So now we can get the castle from the inside of it. But I think that's what's happening. Yep. This is the egg chicken paradox, right? What came first? Was it the egg or the chicken? Was it the inflatable castle or the inside of the inflatable castle? The answer is no answer. Oh, never mind, I cannot go back with it. I'm confused. Maybe this was not the answer, right? But wait a second. Never mind, there is another door up there, you see? How are we supposed to get there? Yeah, this is confusing. I got to be in the last battle, it was great, but I did not perform great in the game today though. Yes, I failed in the side quest, then in the battle I died. It was just not my day in that game. That was super cute, the inflatable castle. Tom Cruise it, sir. I wish Tom Cruise was helping us out because I don't know what to do. Some Metal Gear through that thing. The bouncy castle. Maybe that's actually what they want us to do, like to jump on the top of the castle so it bounces us to the other door right there. Yeah, apparently I cannot do anything with this. Well, let's return then. I. Oh, yeah, okay. I mean, no, yeah, okay, I get it. I get it. So this is just like Cocoon. Holy shit. Oh my god, guys. Did anyone get what we need to do? This is just like Cocoon. I'm glad I gave it the reference. Holy shit, look at this. There we are. The puzzle game Cocoon that I was saying is this idea. It is like using worlds inside of worlds, and then as they are connected, you need to bring one, let's say, entrance to the portal to the other place that you want to get to, and then by returning to the entrance of the portal, you get to the other place you wanted. Like it's a teleport, you know, a wormhole. As we knew that there was a connection between the entrance of the air castle or inflatable castle and uh I don't even know how to explain this in words, but as we entered the air castle, but we could also interact with the air castle, no matter where the air castle was located at, and we could move it from inside of it, the entrance of the air castle remains the entrance of the air castle. So if it is at another location, once you leave its entrance, once you exit it, it will be at that location because it's always the entrance of the air castle, but you can kind of change where it's located, you know? So that's what's happening here. Now I need to get rid of it so I can enter this door. Fantastic puzzle. I cannot believe this was just like Cocoon. Cocoon is just this idea. It's such a trippy game too. It's crazy. Some smart puzzles. And then by the end of it, I confess, I wasn't sure how it was working anymore, like for a couple of puzzles, but I still managed to do it. But amazing game. Someday I hope I can play it in here too. What we'll be playing for sure and hopefully soon is the other game that was released earlier than Cocoon, that's super famous as well, Journey. Yes, I gotta play Journey hopefully as one of the next games, one of the next new games, because my friend played Cocoon and he also played Journey, but he played Journey telling me that he didn't understand anything about the game's plot. He wasn't very sure of what was the point of that game because it was a somewhat abstract game for him, right? So I kind of want to play Journey myself to get my own impressions and interpretations to share that with him to see if I can understand what was going on in that game, because I kind of feel like there is probably some messages to the game that he probably skipped or didn't pay attention to them, right? So yeah, Journey is happening, hopefully soon. Cocoon, I'll need to have a future opportunity to go back to it. But it was that idea, and I loved it to sit in here. I give it the credit to this game. I call it the wall hack. Is that water? It was an empty pool. It looked like water, but it was empty, right? That was rough, yeah. Freaking Vivi betraying us after we played Final Fantasy IX, come on. And killing us all. That's why he was not my favorite. My favorite was Steiner. We can't make it look bigger to get through. No, it was the entrance of that was the puzzle. And I'm still amazed it was in here, and I'm so happy I played Cocoon before doing this, right? Yeah, it was a portal thing. I hope you guys were able to understand the logic, but it was about how the entrance of the castle is always the entrance of the castle. So if you enter the castle from like a lower spot, like it was in the beginning, like at the pool's floor, right? At the pool's floor, if we have a chance to change the location of that castle, and we did get that chance by getting to the air vent, and then place that castle elsewhere, once we leave the castle from the same place we entered, we won't be leaving it at the same place we entered for real or in reality. Because now the castle is actually somewhere else. But the entrance of the castle is always the entrance of the castle. It is that crazy. It was a very awesome turnout, but it worked out. There we go, and let's keep on going. Now I'm excited, and then hopefully we can beat this tonight. Crazy gameplay. Yeah, this one puzzle, I liked it a lot. You also want to play Journey? I will play it very soon. I even have it already. There was a crazy sale for it in one of these days. That's why my friend also got it, because I told him about it. Although I was hoping he could like Journey more, right? But he kind of felt that he didn't get the point of Journey that much. And that was surprising to me, so I kind of want to play it too to see if I can explain something to him afterwards. Cocoon is so good to mode. It was one of the most unique games I have played for real. It was like, it reminded me of how it felt to play Portal for the first time, because Portal also has like a very unique way of experiencing it, right? It's such a environment that's created. The puzzles are like nothing else, and then Cocoon was able to kind of have some inspiration in Portal and other puzzle games, but it felt very unique on its own. Like it was not the same thing, it was its own thing. So it was like, it was like a feeling of solving puzzles in a way I have never solved them before, you know? So it had it had this freshness to it, like something fresh, something that I have never tried before. And it's kind of rare these days with like so many games, and you know, every game kind of feels a little bit close to another, and Cocoon was able still to do something very unique to it. Give me Freya. Freya was awesome too in the battles. Yeah, Freya was MVP in the battles in Final Fantasy IX when we played it. Yeah, puzzle games done right for sure. But be ready, right? Cocoon is very hard. There were puzzles that I had to, just like this game, like stop it and come back later to try it again. And by the end of the game, I confess, I wasn't sure if I got a little bit of what was happening on the puzzle mechanic in there, but thankfully I still could do it, right? But logically wise, I think they lost me a little bit in the end because it got so complex. But for most part of it, I got it and it was incredible. Portal is still the #1 Steam game. Portal is such a good experience. Do you prefer the first game or the second? I think I'm part of a minority, but my favorite Portal is the first one.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to thank you for triggering every single one of our 823 emergency
No problem.
protocols. This will assist us greatly in improving the system for future patients. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anyway, you're now headed in the right direction, and we should be able to initiate the emergency exit protocol shortly.
Okay. Maybe that's it, guys? Maybe we finally finished this game? Or is there a catch? Am I inside of a box? Why do I feel like a lab rat? There is a lot of creativity in this whole genre that's cool to see. Yes, puzzle games are great, right? You would suck at this? You got this, chill mode. It's the same idea again, you see? Those two doors are connected. So we need to place it up there somehow, I think. But it needs to be small, right? It won't fit though. Maybe from this angle? No, it's going to be huge. Wait a second. Oh my god. Wow. And there we have it. Okay, another fantastic puzzle. There we go. I don't need to place it inside of the keyhole. I can go up here. And then jump, right? Wow, okay. I'm now very happy about this end game. Although I just fell. But if you guys are liking this concept of puzzle solving, go play Cocoon. Cocoon is all about that. It is so great. You have always spectated Portal. Yeah, Portal is a fantastic game. You like to think along, don't listen to my advice. I will listen to your advice. Sometimes you think outside of the box, and that may be what we need at times. Hey Subber, what's up, man? I think we are almost finishing the game. So you just came for the, hopefully, the urn, right? Yeah, we were like a mouse, right? Like a lab rat. Maybe turn it around so the door is facing away from you. No, did it fall? It did. Why is it falling like that at slow-mo? Wait, is it because we are small now? And then I don't know if what I'm saying is going to make any sense, but when things are small, time passes differently to them. But that was weird, just like the Jenga blocks that we were able to destroy, right? Maybe because of some anti-gravity thing? We should actually move this closer to the keyhole right there. So the jump gets easier. But now I'm super slow because I'm so tiny. I'm like an ant. You can walk on the wooden support. Yes, that's what I was trying to do. I mean, maybe there is another solution to this too, right? But I don't know if there is a way, for example, to place one of these doors. Wait a second, there is a way to do that. Give me a minute in here. If I'm able to get up there, I can just do what I have done with the air balloon, right? Like the inflatable castle. If only I could get to the door.